everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a demo and review on the new Twinkled stamping polishes. Now before we get started, I quickly want to talk about what I am wearing on my nails. I am wearing a manicure using these stamping polishes. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video, but the green I am wearing underneath is from Night Owl Lacquer, and this is in the color Feeling Lucky. And the lipstick color that I'm wearing on my lips is the Maybelline Colorsensationals in the number 770 Mauve. Now I purchased the entire set of stamping polishes as a bundle. I believe it's still on the Twinkled website for around $32. I'll leave somewhere down below what each stamping polish actually costs because I cannot remember what the actual retail value of each individual stamping polish is. I also picked up a stamper. Now this stamper does come with a scraper, but the only bad thing I would say about the scraper is it does say Twinkled on the scraper, but as soon as you use acetone on it, the Twinkled logo is going to come off. So just be mindful of that. It's not really going to affect how the stamper performs. It is a nice little scraper, so it does have a little bit of give to it. It's not like a hard and firm scraper. This is what I use during the demo to scrape off all of the polishes. And then the stamper itself I really like. I'll leave all of the dimensions somewhere down here. It does have a cap with the logo on it, and it is a non-sticky clear stamper. It is one of the see-through stampers, so you can see down the barrel of this stamper. I personally don't like that you can't remove this bottom part, so if it does get foggy or you do accidentally get nail polish on it, it's pretty much going to mess up the entire stampers. I know I've already ruined a few stampers like that where I've accidentally gotten acetone on it or some type of nail polish and I've tried to remove it and it just kind of fogs up this base right here. So I kind of wish that they had made this part like either completely hollow or have a cap on it or something. But so far I really do like this stamper. This was the stamper that I used throughout the entire demonstration because I kind of wanted to see how these polishes worked with this stamper. I've also tested these polishes out with other stampers in my collection and it works just the same. Now all of the polishes do come individually boxed in this really cute little box. It says Twinkled stamping polish. It does have a little see-through window so you can see the color of the polish. The only thing that's missing is it doesn't have the name of the polish either on the box or on the bottle itself. So I am going to have to read off the names of these polishes from the website. There are 6 colors in this collection. There's a white, a black, a pink, a red, a gold, a silver, and all of these polishes can be used both as a stamping polish and as a regular polish. I didn't show you guys clips of how these polishes swatch as a regular polish, but all of these are one coater polishes. I really like the fact that they're one coater polishes, and that kind of gave me an inkling on how these were going to use or how these were going to perform as stamping polishes, because typically stamping polishes you do want them to be very opaque, and these are very opaque. They're not thick. The consistency of these polishes I would say is like a medium viscosity, and another good thing about these is they don't have a very strong scent to them. So a lot of stamping polishes that I've tried or polishes that were specifically made for stamping purposes have a very strong scent to them. These just smell like regular nail polish. In fact, I think they don't smell as bad as most nail polishes that I have. And the last thing to note about these stamping polishes is that you do have to work relatively quickly with them because they do tend to dry relatively quickly. It gives you a little bit of time to pick up the polish, place it on your finger, and then stamp. But if you wait too long, as you'll see in my demo for the white polish or the black polish, if you wait a little too long, it's going to dry and it's not going to stamp on your nail or whatever surface you're trying to stamp on. So let's go ahead and get started with the individual review of every color. I am going to be showing you how each color swatches individually on the stamper and then how it swatches or it stamps on a black surface and on a white surface. So let's go ahead and get started with the first polish in this collection. This is the white polish and this is in the color Glow Up. It does have this really cute little unicorn on the front. I really love that. This polish, like I mentioned before, is fully opaque in one coat if you wear it on its own. I think this is going to be a great asset for people who love doing nail art because white polish is one of the basics that you need when you're doing nail art. I use white polishes all the time and I'm always on the lookout for a really good one coater white. This does stamp beautifully. I've actually used this on the manicure that I'm wearing today. I didn't have any problem with picking up the images. It really does stamp absolutely beautifully. I only showed you guys what this looks like over a black surface so that you can see the full opacity of the nail polish on a black surface. I thought it was a little bit silly to show you what this stamped like over a white surface. So the next polish in the collection is the black polish, and this one is in the color Vibin. This one again performs beautifully as a regular nail polish. It's fully opaque in one coat. Another necessity if you do like doing nail art, I think white and black are two necessities for both stamping and nail art, because I use black nail polish or white nail polish as a base for a lot of my manicures. This one again does pick up beautifully on the stamper. Again, I only am going to show you guys how this performs over a white surface, because I think it'd be a little silly showing you how this stamps over a black surface, but I'm absolutely loving both the white and the black polishes. The next polish in the collection is this bright pink, and this is in the color Can't Even. Really gorgeous, bright, like bubblegum Barbie pink. I definitely say it's not as intense as like a pastel baby pink, but it definitely is a pretty bright pink. This does pick up beautifully on the stamper, but one thing to note, I don't necessarily think you need to stamp down a white base in order to intensify this color over a black base, because I think it does show up pretty bright and vibrant on a black base. A lot of the times with these brighter colors, it sometimes dims down or dies down when you put it over a black base. So I'll normally go in with the same exact design using a white polish and then stamp over it with the pink polish to kind of intensify the color a little bit, but I didn't find I had to do that with this polish. I think it works really well over both a black and a white. The next polish in the collection is the red one, and this one is in the color Lit. This does pick up beautifully on the stamper, however, it doesn't stamp that well over a black surface. It does stamp beautifully over a white surface. You'll definitely need to stamp on the image first with the white base and then go back in with this color in order for that color to pop if you want to stamp it over dark colors. However, it is a nice one coater polish if you do want to use a red base in any of your manicures. The next polish in the collection is the silver one, and this is in the color Low Key. This is a silver chrome polish or stamping polish. This one is fully opaque in one coat if you want to use a silver as a base color in any of your nail art. The color kind of reminds me of Sally Hansen's Silver Swept, which is my favorite silver to wear as a base color for nail art, because it is a one coat polish. This does pick up beautifully on the stamper, but it's not quite as opaque as my Mundo de Uñas stamping polish. I did show you guys how this stamped over both a black and a white surface, and I think it is opaque enough to stamp over dark colors or dark surfaces, but I just wish it was a little bit more opaque. Same goes for this next polish. This one is the gold polish in the collection, and this one is in the color So Extra. It is an absolutely gorgeous color, and it is what I'm wearing as my accent nail, and I also stamped with this polish. This is fully opaque in one coat. It is a little bit more yellow gold than the Sally Hansen Gopher Gold, which is the gold version of Silver Swept. The Sally Hansen one is a little bit more on like the bronzy gold, the copper golds. This one is definitely much brighter of a color. It does pick up beautifully on the stamper, and it does stamp over a white and a dark base. However, I wish it was a little bit more opaque, just like the silver one. I do prefer my Mundo de Uñas stamping polishes over these. I still think I'm going to get a lot of use out of these. One thing to note is that the Mundo de Uñas stamping polishes do not work as a regular nail polishes. Those are only good as stamping polishes, and I like the versatility of these, that you can use them both as a regular nail polish and you can use it as a stamping polish. So that's it. That's in my entire demo and review on the new Twinkled T stamping polishes. I really hope they come out with more colors. I was kind of confused with the two colors that they came out with. I understood the white and the black and the silver and the gold, but the pink and the red, it just seemed a little random just to come out with these two colors. I hope they start incorporating more blues and greens and purples and other colors in the color spectrum. But let's keep our fingers crossed. I really do think these are great stamping polishes. I'm going to have a lot of fun using these for both stamping polishes and for nail art. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you're planning on picking up any of these polishes yourself. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I am currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!